dear listeners. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching from, wherever you are listening in from. We thank God so much for you. Welcome you again. I am Bisigo Emmanuel is my name. Who lead this orchard of marriage with my wife Sharon Chiwatenga and our 3 children. Want to thank God so much that we are back again. And want to thank you all who have been following up on us, on our messages, who have been subscribing in and clicking in. I give all the glory to God. So this time again, we are coming for yet another message, and this is light moments for stronger marriages. Light moments for stronger marriages is the message that I'm sharing with us. And I want to start by saying that, have you ever known that the lasting moments for you and I in our marriages, they are created from they are created from the light moments that we have in our marriages. What light moments do we experience in our marriages? In most times, the light moments that we have had have left us with lasting impact, lasting change, a lasting impressions in our lives. And that's what we are going to share about, to discuss about several means of how we can have light moments in our lives, and it can be so powerful and great to us. Friends, the big things of building an apartment for your family, a bungalow for your family, the latest fancy cars, having land, a lot of real estate investment, even having investment in stocks or whatever great and big businesses may not actually have lasting impacts on your family, may not have lasting memories on your spouse, may not have lasting memories to your marriage. But I want to assure you that these light moments that we are yet to list, these light moments, they light enough life, and you find these are the memories that your spouse has. These are the memories that your friend has in your marriage, your partner has. Because there's a way they go down deep. There's a way they influence our lives and change us and transform us deeply. So I want to challenge you, dear friends, that yes, you need to always look out for those light moments in your lives. You need always to be out to say how far I am, how much have I deposited on that. You know, they say that the love account, you need to keep depositing on the love account. But now I want to challenge you, you need also to keep depositing on your love, on your light moments with your spouse. You need to keep investing on it. Have a lot of fun places, be to fun places, and have a lot of fun with your friend. Take yourselves out, and they have light moments there. Enjoy yourselves there. Have fun. Have fun. Life is about fun. The moments when we must be serious, but the moments when we need to have a lot of fun. That's why we encourage each other to do outings, to do retreats, to go out there, and we enjoy ourselves, to go out there and we lighten up. This life is full of a lot of stressing things, a lot of challenging things. This life is so much breaking. It can break you down. You can get exhausted. But dear friends, I want to tell you, have as more fun time as possible with your spouse. Crack jokes together. Be open to each other. And smile at each other. Take each other out. All these are light moments in your marriage. They leave lasting impact. They leave a lasting impact and a stronger marriage. Marriage is built from those. Most of the great memories we have, the memories about these light moments. Couples who go to farm together, maybe you're a couple and you have a farm, take time and go together. Sometimes the man is the one who is so much zealous and committed to the farming. But I want to challenge you, the wife. I want to challenge you, my sister. Take time, just make a walk with him as he goes to take care of the animals that he has on his farm, of the crops that are there, the gardens, whatever is there, supervising the workers to check on the place there. Go there, make a walk together, drive there together. I want to challenge you, dear friends. All of these, they lighten up our lives. That's when your hearts are open and you share great and mighty ideas. Great and mighty ideas. So I want to challenge us, dear friends. When did you last watch a movie together, dear friends? You know, some of us, especially Christians, we are too serious, with many other things, but we forget we need time to watch a movie together. We forget we need time to watch a TV together. I know some families, for some reasons of in this our time, some people don't even have a TV. If they have it, is in the other room, and they are not concerned about it. But I want to challenge us, dear friends, find some movie and watch it together, enjoy it together. Such acts, they create lasting moments, lasting memories in our life, in our lives. Attend a fellowship together. What type of fellowship do you attend together? What type of associations, meeting places that you attend together? Is it a Rotary Club, or have you found time to go with your spouse to the Rotary Club where your spouse is a member? Spend time and go with them. All those create light moments, and you feel good, you rejoice, you find life in that, you find a lot of meaning. When you're a doctor, you need to expose yourself maybe to community work and see how it feels. You're an accountant like me, maybe you need to go outside and move around the community, participate with the community members, meet and gather with some people of a different profession. All these light moments, they empower you and they strengthen you, dear friends. Dear friends, I've mentioned about watching a movie, and I want to tell you that when we are growing up, that our parents, our families, we had these parents, who had the moments to talk and talk and talk together. And you wonder, but what is mommy and daddy talking about? Maybe late in the night even. When did you go to bed at 10, but you sleep past 1 a.m.? Like you go to bed at 10 after supper, after everything, but you make a chart, you continue, you jazz and you jazz, and that's life in a marriage. That's when marriage makes meaning. That's when it builds a foundation and gets stronger in you. Those are the moments that even when you have issues and you are almost parting, you're almost breaking down, you remember those light moments, they are strong memories, and you are like, wow. Even when he has disturbed me like this and this, even when we are going the other direction, but my husband is a great husband. My husband is a great husband. Yeah, I know I've had couples and you are counseling that at the time of breaking, that they are at the verge, and you are like, once in a while I pose a question, do you think it is time to separate? I said, no, 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 that's not an option. That's not an option. Even when the issues are really serious and so big, but someone tells you that's not an option. So when did you go to bed and you chat past 10, you chat, and by 1 a.m. you still have a lot of jazz to make. Still have a lot of jazz to make. So making holiday together, I want to challenge you, dear friend, is making holidays together. You take yourselves out, whether you go to the beach, whether you go to another country, whether you go across to the national park, see, whether you go to just where there is a good vegetation, just good different life, whether you go to watch matches, where you go to, all this, they lighten up your moments, and that's what I'm challenging you to do, that dear friends, you need to have as more light moments as possible. You need to have as more impacting moments as possible. That when your marriage faces challenges and is being shaken, is being moved here and there, dear friends, these light moments, they have strengthened, they have created bonds in your lives. They have created a bond in your life. And each time you want to go, it's a bond. It's a strong gum that is binding you together. So, dear friends, I want to challenge us that we take holiday together. Plan. Maybe you are all formal in formal employment, or corporate workers. You can plan actually your leave to be in the same timing. In the same timing, you can plan it, and you go out. I want to think where you're working. If they give you a holiday package to go out, then it should incorporate your spouse. I think wherever we are working, we should not allow this organization to give you a holiday to travel across countries and they have given you one ticket. We need to ensure that we are moving as a couple. Because if you send one to move, it's then terrible and challenging. I've told you, you can go out and visit some farm, you visit some business, some factory somewhere, expose yourselves and be together. Make fun. Go out and find out what happens outside there. Be adventurous. Be adventurous. Marriages that are strong, marriages that we admire, marriages we admire and they are very exciting. The marriages, they are very adventurous. They choose a weekend to just go out. Choose a weekend to take themselves to some hotel, some strange hotel somewhere there. Choose themselves to go to some park, a national park. and they want to enjoy themselves there as they are looking at the wild animals, the wild birds, and they're meeting different people. They are just be curious, be adventurous. So I want to challenge you, dear friends. And all these, they don't need a lot of money. It depends on the status you are on. If you're status of spending more, please do. If you're status of spending less, please keep it down. It's okay. You can live within your means, but do be as adventurous as possible. Have as many light moments as possible. Where I live here in Uganda, you can go out and just have a bottle of soda. Two bottles of sodas. At whatever cost they can't be the cost cannot be very high. So I want to challenge us, dear friends, let us be adventurous, such that we can build these strong marriages. But also, I want to challenge you, would you belong to the same fellowship? Would you belong to the same Bible study? Would you study the Bible together? Have moments to open the Bible and you study together. Have moments, dear friends, to open the book and you go through it and you ask questions, you challenge each other, you teach each other, and say, have you ever known about this? Get revelations together in the Word of God. In the Word of God. So I want to challenge you, dear friends, let us do this. It lightens up our life. Lightens up our lives. I have my friends who play cards. They play cards, at their home. A couple, they pick up cards and they begin playing together. When did you guys do something like that? When did you do chess together? All these indoor games, you can do them even in your bedroom, even on your bed. It lightens up life, and that is what bonds us. Remember, we are saying light moments create bonding marriages. Light moments, they create stronger marriages. They are stronger. You have bonded it together because you have had most of these light moments. Have you had the time to go out and to shop together, friends? Have you had the time to go out and you shop together? Make it a habit. As always as you can. Make it a habit. Go to the supermarket together. Go wherever you're going to shop together. Move around town together. Drive together. Walk together as a couple. All these, they are light moments, but they create lasting impact. And I want to challenge you, dear friends. You need this lasting impact. You don't need to be, so stressing, so heavy. The kind of jobs that we have across the world now, the kind of work that we do, sometimes it boils you down a lot. It breaks you down. And you reach home when you are too exhausted, you actually come home to sleep. Some people, the kind of jobs that they do, leaving at home at 5 a.m. in the morning and they come back at 9 or 10 p.m. because of jam in different places. Like a country where I live in, jam is so much in the cities. So you leave home at 5 and you are coming back at 9 or at 10. And you're very weary, you are very stressed, you just want to sleep. A family where people just come to sleep, my brothers, my sisters, where your spouses just come to sleep, there is no life there. I want to challenge you, there is no life there. If you're just coming to sleep, there is no life there. Take a walk around the community. Take a walk around your community. How much have you gotten acquainted with your community? How much have you gotten acquainted even when you are living in gated communities? Some people even gated communities with strong securities. Friend, find the time, move out. You have many cars at home. Find once in a while when you can just make a walk around the community. Identify the challenges of the community. Know the challenges with water, know the challenges of electricity, know the challenges. Might you hear there are thieves here and there. Maybe for you have dogs and where, but the insecurity is a lot in your community. Have moments when you can just go out and walk around. And if you can do it with your spouse, you do it as a couple. My friend, that is powerful. You're bonding together. You're bonding together, and I'm challenging us that we need to do that as much as possible. Find time to friends when you can talk about politics, when you can talk about very strange things within your marriage. All this, it binds you together. All this creates bonding together. So, dear friends, I'm sharing about these light moments that create lasting bonding together. Yes, lasting bonding. Talk about politics, talk about football, talk about sports, talk about whatever in the world. Talk about nature, talk about when did you have time with your spouse, talk about this. We are having challenges in our marriages because every time we meet, we have big questions to ask our spouse. Accountability, money about food, money about tuition for children, money about which schools our children are going to, money which who are the friends of our children, money why did we do this and this, or why did you do this and this? Oh my God. Life will become too stressing for you, my brother, my sister outside there. Children of God, don't accept to allow life to be so stressing to you. Be open, shop together, go out together, talk about politics, talk about issues that may seem not to matter even to you. But be open, talk about them. Yes, in accounting, get someone who will talk to you about social life. Get someone who will talk to you about engineering. Be inquisitive about that. I had a friend of mine. Of course, we have had people cross career. I have a friend who is a theologian who has done engineering. You have someone who is a doctor but has gone to do theology. Things like that. That's life. That's life, friends. Don't be stuck in your corner. Don't be stuck in your area. Open your mind to the world. Open your mind to what is happening. So all those are light moments. Did you last have time to take your children out for play activities? Take your children out where there are lots of games, play items, and you can play with them. And pray with every time I go with them, I come when I'm more tired than almost them. Go if you can do swimming with them, why not? All those are light moments. Take them as a family, as much as you can take them as a family. In my country, there's a visitation day. When you're going to visit your children in the middle of the term, would you go as a couple, dear friends? All those are light moments. Would you go as a couple? And when you reach there, chat and interact with each other and communicate with each other, open up, loosen up, and be light with each other. These light moments, they create strong marriages. Strong marriages. How much do you know about your spouse, dear friends? This is yet another item of light moments. When you have created more of this, you become more inquisitive, more interested to know more about your spouse. And the more you know about your spouse, the stronger your marriage becomes. The more you know about your spouse, the stronger your marriage becomes. So I want to challenge you, dear friends, ensure and make sure that you invest in your marriage in these light moments. Interact with your spouse and invest in knowing more about your spouse. You come home, you're like, oh, last time you were talking about this and this. How far? How far is this? Last time you're saying you want to go to the salon this weekend. Are you still going to the salon? As simple as that. Last time you're saying you want to work on your nails this week. Are you doing it tomorrow or when? Things like that. Those light ideas, that light communication is what builds strong marriages. When are you working on your beard? Something like that. When are you shaving? Something like that. When are you changing on this spray? You had promised to change on this spray. Are you able to connect the dots in your marriage? And dots that really connect you, dots that really show that you are concerned about your spouse. Last time you were talking about your mom, that she's not well. How far? Is she now better? Is she now okay? You're talking of your dad needs to go to the hospital. Are they now okay? Are they better? How are they progressing? All these light moments, they show that you're concerned about your spouse. And they build strong marriages. They build strong marriages. Be interested about the career of your spouse. Your spouse has career dreams. They have development dreams. Be interested to know. Interested to know. Where are they planning to go to the moon? And are you following up to know how far is this? So be interested in the career of your spouse. How they are progressing. What the next course are they planning to do? How are they faring on their course? How are they faring in their profession? What the news is there? Even when you have no connection there, be interested. When you are an engineer and you marry a doctor, by the end of the day, we expect the engineer has become more of a doctor, the doctor has become more of an engineer. Because, you talk so much about this. I have a lawyer friend of mine who told me, my wife knows almost a lot about the files I'm always handling. Because some files I have to bring home and we pray. Some cases we have to pray about them. These cases court cases that I'm handling. And I like that. I see that my press also shares so much about accounting, and she also shares about her profession. So that is life, dear friends. So be interested on the career path of your friend and the career progress of your friend. And all this helps you to make great steps and to be stronger and stronger and stronger. Take time to think a lot about the good of your spouse, how good they are. Do you know when you have a spouse and she has never known that you have a scar, maybe on such a part, maybe you have a big scar, but your spouse has never even identified and have ever even known. So be able to connect these small dots, dear friends. Be able to show interest about your friend. Be able to master. Have you been able to master the likes and dislikes of your spouse? Yes, the likes and dislikes of your spouse. They were teasing us some time back. You find you don't know the kind of meal your wife actually likes. You don't even know the colors they like to put on. You don't know the colors your husband likes to put on, or you don't know the menu, the menu that they like. So, dear friends, do you know? Are you interested to know that? Are you interested to know? Have you invested in that? So, dear friend, they are light moments, but they create lasting memories within our marriages. Within our marriages. So, I want to challenge you, dear friends. We have a friend of mine, some couple we hosted to speak to us at our fellowship, and this couple was telling us, the man was telling us, for us, we could be coming from church and we are going home, but we choose to pass out at some hotel and we do a work before we reach home. So people can choose to do that. Why not? Those are right moments. So it was telling us, because of that habit of ours, that must be a good habit. We have had to know most of the guest houses, we have had to know most of the affordable hotels around, because we find ourselves going there. We go there and we do our things, then before we go home. Must you always be doing it at home? Must it always be at your home? So, friends, we can change environment, and all this can build us, all this can strengthen our marriages, and we can be stronger. I can challenge you. When we read the book of Song of Solomon, when you read it, you realize when you are having these great light moments, most of the book applies. Most of the book applies and works in your life. The Song of Solomon. I was looking at the Proverbs chapter 5, verse 18. Let thy fountain be blessed and rejoice with the wife of your youth. Rejoice with the wife of your youth. All these, they need light. They don't need to be too serious all the time. The problem that is breaking down our marriage is that we want to be too serious all the time. Every time you meet, you are like two giants. You are like two giants in the pitch. Friends, this is not wrestling. It's not about finishing each other. It is not about round the table all the time. We need to talk. A friend of mine told me that's something he fears so much. When the wife says, we need to talk. And no one would want to that. When you have more of these light moments, this thing of we need to talk gets solved in many times. You handle complicated things in easier ways. In easier ways. So I want to challenge you, dear friends, that we can be able to create these lasting moments in easier ways, in shorter ways. Enjoy the wife of your youth. If people are too serious always, how would you reach even this? How would you even reach this? So I want to challenge us, dear friends. Song of Solomon, chapter 4, verse 11. Thy lips, O my spouse, drip as honeycomb, honey and milk under thy tongue. You can talk to each other such a language when you meet. Some people, they call honey each other, they call each other honey, sweetie, what, but they don't make sense to them finally. At the end of the day, you're still, pulling lobes, you're still stretching each other, you're still mocking each other, you're still, attacking each other, disciplining each other, punishing each other. My brother, my sister, marriage should have as many light moments as possible. The times when we'll sit and we'll discuss deals, serious business deals. I don't know whether they are $1 million, whether they are $1 billion. I don't know whether they are million what. We can sit and discuss serious matters. But as often as possible, let us also equally have times when we can have light moments. When we can have light moments. Song of Songs, chapter 5, verse 2. I slept, but my heart was awake. You hear the writer writing about that. I slept, but my heart was awake. Song of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 2. I slept, but my heart was awake. And what it adds on is so much amazing. I went in the city looking for my lover. My lover was nowhere. The security people met me and they were beating me, but I kept on looking for my lover until I found. So, friends, when are you getting there? When are you getting there, my friends who have been following up on this orchard of marriage, who have been following up on our messages or episodes? I want to challenge you, dear friends, create as more light moments as possible. Yes, just have time to sit at home together. Just have time doing nothing. I want to challenge you. I am saying just create time to be doing nothing with each other. The more you create this time, the easier the marriage becomes. Don't make a marriage so complicated, so tough. You're always handling issues after issues. No, do a life where you can handle easier life easily, where you can communicate easily, where you can have light moments. Watch movie like I've said, watch TV like I've said, take each other out like we've said, go shopping. Man, when did you go? I know men, they fear to go with their wives when they are going to the salon. Which men have passed this test to drive your wife to the salon and you wait for her? Oh, you wait for her as she's in the salon. Some of them will spend hours and hours. But it's such a great moment. They go deeper. They go deep in our lives, dear friends. Take her to the salon and be somewhere, wait for her, or come back to pick her. It makes a lot of sense. Go shopping. I know when she's going to shop, she will spend a lot of time. But my dear friend, you are investing for stronger marriages. Investing. So your patience, your sacrifice in doing this, it is all creating stronger marriages. So thank you so much for listening in. I want to challenge you, dear friends. I want to challenge us. Must we drive two cars going to church sincerely? Must the wife drive and the husband drive? Must even the son also drive? Can't we have a time when we can drive in the same car? Yes, maybe you need convenience, but must we drive two cars even going to work? Some of us, you bypass the other's workplace as you got yours, but you must get two cars. Sometimes it is not necessary, dear friends. So I want to challenge us, friends, that we need to invest in these right moments. We need to be committed to it, and we need to be open about this. We need to work on it. So thank you so much for listening in. I want to pray that you'll be able to do this. I want to be able that you'll be able to connect and you do this as much as possible. The light moments wherever you are. It makes a lot of sense. Marriage should be easier done. Easier done. Make compliments to each other. Appreciate each other. Have as many light moments as each other. Pray with the kids together. Pray in the house together. They told me when I was going to marry, my boss told me his light moments was when he's in the kitchen cooking with the wife. Dear husbands, when were you in the kitchen with the wife? We no longer use the other charcoal stove. We have modern gadgets that we can use that make life easier. Can you make a cup of tea for yourself also? Can you go and make some omelette for yourself? Those are light moments. And when you're in the kitchen doing this together, you're connecting, you're jazzing, you're chatting, your hearts are relieved, your hearts are easy, and they get lighter. Your friends, that's what the life I am bringing to you. But you need to invest in this and do it as more time as possible. Yes, my dear preachers, when you're going to preach, don't leave your wife behind whenever you come, whenever you can. You can travel together. You can do this and the other together. You're traveling up country. Is it possible to do it together? It's okay. To have as more of open and light moments as possible for stronger marriages. May the Lord bless you so much. Have a nice time. I love you. Till next time, this is it. Have as more light moments as possible. Orchard of Marriage, please like our site, follow us, and subscribe. And the Lord will bless you so much. Share it with as many people as possible that are around you, the whom you believe this one can help them. This one can change their lives. May the good Lord bless you.